Mambo vipi na kuaje? Kama kawa mnaitwa Chris Favors, hii ni SNS. Leo all the way kutoka Ghana napiga story na King of Afropop, Dancehall and Reggae. Anaitwa STONEBWOY. Unaweza kumuita Livingstone. My brother, how you doing?
Fine, and you?
I'm good. How is Ghana, man?
Ghana is amazing. How about you?
Tanzania is awesome. Everything is cool over here.
Yes.
I know you've been here.
No, I've not been yet. I was in Rwanda and Kenya. I can't wait to visit.
Okay. But are you planning to come maybe anytime soon?
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to visit, to be honest.
So, you're a legend from Shaiman.
Yeah, that's my city, bro.
You grew up there.
100%.
At some point, do you feel like Shaiman made you strong and gave you the spirit of hustling?
Absolutely so, because that's what the city is known for.
Tell me a little bit about Shaiman.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular cities, in Ghana, and one of the most populated as well. It has all people from all walks of life. This side over there, so it's regarded as one of the busiest places and the toughest places to come out from.
Okay.
So with all these influences, a child can only grow into becoming an evidence of all that exists over there.
Okay, so
from the hustling spirit, from being a tough person, from being very focused,
Yeah. So from Shaiman, and now you do have more than 46 awards to your name. Tell me, how does it feel to be successful like this?
For me, it feels humbling, and because individually, as a person, I think there's a lot more to achieve more than what I've already achieved. So it still puts me at a place of humility and a place of focus to know that coming this far, I can actually go further. That's just how I feel about all these things, because there are greater heights above where I am.
Okay. So in 2015, you won a Frima Ghana Music Awards and then BT as the best African act. Tell me, do you think at some point 2015 was the turning point of your music career?
There's always a turning point. There's always a turning point, and there are several turning points on a man's journey. So musically, I think 2015 was a very vital era, which introduced me onto the world platform. The world platform, including that African continent platform, and hence I've never looked back. So it's just a continuity of putting my music first and showing the world what I can bring to the table as an African child or an African musician.
But it's the same year you lost your mother. I'm so sorry for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. How can you describe this year?
2022 has been amazing. I think it's only just been a continuity of everything from as far back before 2015. You know what I mean? Because, growth doesn't stop. So we are always increasing in our lane. So I can say that 2022 has been a lot of tours, a lot of shows. I just did all my, a lot of awards coming in as well, some recognition and some progresses that I am very grateful for. And ultimately, we are still alive and we are dreaming big and praying and having faith in tomorrow. Because that's all I can say. But 2022 has been beautiful so far. I've been at work. I've been at work.
So far, so good. Okay, so let me take you back to 2003 at the age of 13, when you got an accident that left you with knee problems and everything. At some point, do you think I just want to know, how does this affected your career?
I think it's only affected me positively because they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you know, but leaves a mark. So I'm living with the scars of it, which always reminds me of where I'm from and always reminds me of my story and my journey, and therefore equally paints a clearer picture of where I really envision myself to be. You know, so ultimately, life is the ultimate. So once I still have life, I can't give up, I can't complain. I can only learn, you know, lessons and blessings. That's all I see. You know, that's how I have received what happened to me on the journey of life, because it was not something that was intended. So, you know, we roll with the flow, but then we roll with what happens from divine, but we actually get the best out of it and make positive use of every situation that comes to us. Yeah, so that's how I've been able to manage through all up until this time.
You spent 13 years just to heal.
Yeah, after I actually did my knee replacement surgery after 13 years, you know. So I actually have like a titanium knee right now on the right. So
does this limit you to do some stuffs on stage when you're performing?
I think irrespective, I do stuff that other people who don't have any issues can do on stage. So, you know, I can only say that limitation is in the mind, you know, and that's what it really is, you know, for me. I still am able to get a good height when I jump, because I'm a very active person, so I do the most that I can. I don't see limitations, you know what I mean? Like, for me, come on.
Okay, and we just take you as one of the best performers in Africa. Imagine, despite all that, still you're the best performer in Africa.
I'm happy to hear. One of the very best. I definitely accept it.
Yes.
I accept it, because we have a lot of tons and tons of other amazing superstars, but when you count performers in Africa, I think because of the way I put my heart, my soul, and everything in delivering the musical message, it has been very obvious to the masses, and they consider me, and I accept it as one of, which is right, one of the very best performers we have coming out from Africa.
You're a legend, man.
Give thanks. You know,
we celebrate you. You're a legend, brother.
Give thanks.
Yeah. So, how do you see the competition of music in Africa?
That's a tough one. Meanwhile, music is actually supposed to be collaborative, not competitive. Why? Because music is not sports.
Yes.
You know, in sports, to get the best person, you have to put both of them on the field. So they play. And then you emerge the winner, one with the most goals. And the beautiful thing is, even in sports, sometimes the winning team doesn't come out with the best player.
Sure.
The losing team comes out with the best player, and the team of the team of the whole game, or the man of the match, and etc., is picked from whoever really performs well. It's not picked from the team that won necessarily. You see, even on top of the competition that there is. So in music as well, there should not be competition. Ideally, it should be collaboration, because guess what? Somebody loves STONEBWOY and no matter what, they don't hate somebody else, but they love STONEBWOY more. Somebody loves Diamond Platnumz more, and you know, they love STONEBWOY too, but they love Diamond Platnumz more. So when Diamond Platnumz and STONEBWOY collaborate, then there's like the two people come together, they have their favorites on the same project. It only increases the numbers, it only makes it nice. So realistically, there's not supposed to be competition when you check it out when it comes to creativity. The only competition is supposed to be with you, the creative, to always compete against yourself to be able to do best, to move up the ladder. You know, but we all know it has become a thing of who does that, who does this, who is doing what, and it's normal in life.
Yeah.
So knowing this reality, I don't really pay attention to the competition of competing amongst one another. I pay attention to inspiration, because definitely somebody can inspire you to want to do the most. Somebody can inspire you for you to do something different. Also using them as an inspirational point. That's how it's supposed to be when I look at it. So when it's competition, I do not see competition. I only see collaboration and improvement and development of oneself.
Right.
But it's unfortunate that we are all falling for who is the number one, who is the number two, who is the number, you know what I mean? You know, we should know the differences between having to have industries and having to have institutions that would have to brand the whole creativity process into competition for them to thrive, which is the awards, which is the playlist, which is the etc. But I, as a creative, I should know better that competition only weakens the spirit. You know, comparison brings competition, and comparison is a thief of joy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't really celebrate yourself enough when you're comparing, because there's always somebody ahead of you, and there's always somebody below you. You know, and such is life. We're all in a one big line. So when you ask me about competition in the music industry, this is what I have to say. We should focus on the collaboration, because what I have is what I have. You can't take it from me. What you have is what you have. I can't take it from you. My talent is my own. Yours is yours.
Yeah.
But when we bring it together, we can go further. But when we compete, we lose. Yeah.
So what message do you have to the fans of Africa who are falling to this kind of stuff, competition and everything?
It like I told you, like, you know, it brings some level of interest to the fans. Like, oh, my favorite artist did this, yours didn't do that and that. I think as a creative, but also we should understand that it is not important to tear one another down just because of, you know, these comparisons and favoritism and all of that. So they play a very big role in neutralizing, you know, that type of mockery or that type of pressure that is put on a lot of artists, you know. Yeah. They play a lot of role in there, and I'll just tell the fans out there that we love you guys so much. And I know that every musician in the world would just want to feel appreciated for the contribution they're putting and they're making in the music industry. But when you compete a lot with them, you know, you break their spirit. So that's all I want to say about, you know, to the fans. It's okay to enjoy and have your favorite. Yeah. But when you compete to tear down, then it goes too much. You know what I mean? Depresses the artist, and it doesn't make them bring the best, because they're always scared of unnecessary criticism. Okay. You know? Yeah. So
let me take you back to 2020. You featured Diamond Platnumz on your song Black Maradona from your album Anloga Junction. How was the studio experience of recording this project?
It was an amazing one. I think Platinum visited Ghana, and me and him went into the studio, produced by Street Beats. We did something amazing, and Diamond is still my brother up to date. I love and respect him. He's one of the biggest artists from Africa. One of the biggest artists from Africa, representing for us, you know. So he's somebody that I respect a lot, and I admire him a lot. You know, big shout out. Big shout out.
Sure. Yeah. So can you expect many collabos between you guys?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, can you expect more projects from you guys? I mean, you and Diamond.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, oh yes. Me and him was talking the other day, and we're planning on dropping some more songs. And I'm planning on actually visiting Tanzania, because I have not visited Tanzania yet, which is a shame. But I can't wait to visit.
Imagine, you went to Kenya, you didn't even come to Tanzania.
I had limited time in my hands. I wanted to come to Tanzania. I wanted to go to Uganda as well. Yeah. But these are my next stop. My next stop is going to be Uganda and Tanzania. You know.
You're most welcome, brother. So So are you looking forward to work with other artists from Tanzania out of Diamond Platnumz?
Yes, why not? Female artists, everybody's welcome. Let's just reach each other. Let's just reach out to each other on Twitter, on Snapchat, on IG. You know, we're a big music community. Let's get together. So I'm open. Once you get to me and it's doable, we're going to work it out.
So you have already worked with so many artists in Africa. Burna Boy, Diamond Platnumz, Davido, and so many more. AKA, plus your schoolmate, Sarkodie from Ghana. Tell me, who is your friend among all these artists?
I mean, I consider everybody as my friend, you know, and that is it. Because, you know, truly speaking, I do not have any of them as my friend that is very close on a daily basis. No. But all of them are my friend the same. So I respect them all, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Gidigba. By the way, what does it mean?
Gidigba means firm and strong. It is a Yoruba word.
Okay.
Gidigba, which means firm and strong. In Yoruba, it's a Nigerian word, which means firm and strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the inspiration behind this project. I mean, your song Gidigba the movie and everything.
Yeah, the inspiration behind it is actually, you know, like when you take the lyrics, it's really very lyrical. But I want people to deduce meanings that are not literal from the lyrics that are said in the song. Though they make a lot of sense, you know. So it's cutting across a lot of issues like them matter about one love, but them never real like that. Money, but they never reach like that. Funny, them can't see my bad. Me nah make a move where me no see can chat. You see, like, it's deep. It's coming from a personal point.
Yeah.
But it's spreads across to mean a lot of things for everybody. Like, lately, even not lately, you know that, like, yo, not all the love is real. You know what I mean? Some people say that they say in your back. Like, in these times, everything is more of a business transaction more than love. You know? That's what I said. They matter about one love, but them never real like that. And I said, money, but they never reach like that. We see a lot of everybody's rich on the Instagram, bro. Nobody's poor on Instagram.
I agree.
Everybody's planting. So it's just like I'm bringing awareness to the masses. Like, you know, it's not all that glitters is gold. And not all love is real. That's the kind of messaging. And so I'm like, anyway, them see mankind, them do mankind, and we do like say we never know. Like, it's real life, you feel me? Like, we know some people don't like us, but we just cool and we watch them. You know what I mean? In several situations, not only pertaining to person and person relationship, but we see a lot of situations that we know and understand what it is, but we can't speak. We can't talk about it. We just have to keep quiet and maneuver about it. Like, so, as this music is like a two-edged sword. Seeing it cuts across on a personal level and cuts beyond on a deeper level as well. When you relate it to everything else, it works generally. So that's the kind of music I put out. And then at the end of the day, we have to stand firm and strong against all these things.
Yes.
And that's like Gidigba, we there from Gidigba. Gidigba, we there from Gidigba. Believe in yourself, no go for minimal. Gidigba, we there from Gidigba. Gidigba, we there from Gidigba. You know what I mean?
That's powerful.
Yeah. And I tell them, say, would I never be a minimalist? You know, a minimalist is a person who, on a personal explanation, they keep everything in a minimalistic form. They don't do anything loosely. But I'm saying I can't do like that. I have to explore. I have to live free. I have to be like a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be able to aim higher, to be able to think freely. So when you pick my song, Gidigba, like, you realize that it's really preaching and speaking a lot of depth. Yeah, man.
That's powerful.
Inspiration behind it.
That's powerful. So let's talk a little bit about therapy.
Yep.
Yes, tell me about it.
You know, Therapy is a beautiful lady song.
Yeah.
I love the way you lie to me. That shit feel like therapy. You know, like, bro, it's a love song. Like, you know, sometimes you know, like you know it's a lie, but you like to hear that. You know it's a lie, but you like to tell it. You know what I mean? That's it. And we know, but we just enjoy it the way it is. Like, you, for instance, I'm married, but for instance, imagine you meet a girl and you guys are vibing nice, and you don't want to vibe to mash up. So they ask you something really important that is like, yo, you have to lie about it just to keep it running. And they know you're lying, but they wish you were not lying. So you just leave it because it feels good what they're hearing. So that's the kind of vibe I put to the song. You know, like, that's what it is.
Therapy.
The way you lie to me, that shit feel like therapy. You know?
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful love song.
It is.
Is it because how about you designer? What make you feel like say I don't do I don't?
Wow. So can you expect maybe an album in the coming years?
Yes. These two songs are stemming out of the biggest album in 2023.
Whoa, I can't wait, brother. I can't wait.
So it's coming live at you. My 5th studio album.
Yeah.
We're going to be sharing the title of the album and the track listing anytime soon.
All right. Can't wait.
Big.
Africa is ready.
I want everybody to support me on that one. Because without your support, it cannot be the biggest.
Yeah.
But I promise you that I'm bringing you the best, and I want Tanzania to come on with me. I want East Africa to roll out with STONEBWOY. Let's push this one to the world.
East Africa, Tanzania, and Africa is ready for your album.
I'm grateful.
Yeah. So yesterday you tweeted about Black Stars Squad, and there's something you wrote I don't understand. Maybe you can tell me. Pay to play. What does it mean?
Wow. You know, like, realistically, we all understand the ecosystem that we're in. You know, except we are not keen in wanting to find out or get information from the inside of what is happening. First and foremost, Africans, we love football. And Ghana is a big football country when it comes to Africa.
Absolutely.
We have represented Africa on a very biggest level one time at the World Cup in 2010. We were almost crossing to the none ever done by a black team. You know what I mean? So we follow football with a lot of passion. Okay. And due to our not being able to proceed, there's been a lot of, you know, heartbreak. And also, that has caused a lot of attention, more and more people to want to dig into beyond the pitch. And we have all come to realize that many things go on that we probably have to be speaking about. Even if we're not going to speak against it, we have to speak about it because it's the truth and the reality. People have their favorites. Team coaches have their favorites. Officials have their favorites. For whatever reason, they do. I, as a spectator, as an observer, as a football lover, as a Ghanaian, we also definitely do have our favorites, but it doesn't matter because we do not. Though we have favorites from the team because of their performances. Now, the squad has been announced, and there are players who are performing and have performed at club levels. And they are doing so well. And the whole of Ghana knows and sees. So the final list comes out and some of those players don't make it onto the list. You know, then we realize that, are we really going with all our might? But I can tell you point blank that, you know, there's something going on in there that is making it not possible for
them to play.
That, you know, are very obvious to play. And it is the pay to play. You have to be able to have somebody on your side, inside of the institution, to be able to secure yourself a slot.
That's bad.
and that's the truth. So I was only pushing for inclusion. You know, as in there's a need for us not to overlook the fact that there are equally good players that have to play that are not in the list, and we want to go forward. We want to win. And guess what? I am friends with a lot of these footballers, and so I understand on a personal level a lot of insider information.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And therefore, if we don't always all come and speak the truth and try to get the best for us as a team, as a Ghanaian team, then we are all going to be living in denial and deception. You see it? So that's why I made a point like that.
Okay, so you're not happy with the squad at all?
Happy?
Yes.
No, I didn't say I wasn't happy. I would have wrote it. But I'm not happy.
Okay.
What I said is point blank. There are some players who are supposed to be in this squad who are not there because of pay to play. So if you cannot pay, if you cannot afford your way in beyond just being a talent, then unfortunately you're not going to make the list. It's as simple as that. It has nothing to do with whether I'm happy or I'm sad, because nobody is going to go to the World Cup based on my happiness or my sadness. No, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What matters is that we go with the best of the best and pray that we can go and perform well. It's a game of chance. That's football.
Yeah.
So no matter the squad you have, it's going to be determined on the pitch. So now here lies the case that the best of the best and some players who are doing well are not called. Then it makes us stand a lower chance of actually, you know, going with a team that is well formidable both on the first team and the second team. So it's a plain truth. It's only because it's coming from me that is making the news. But this is the thought of majority of Ghanaians as well.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So you have appeared on 2 movies so far, I know. Happy Death Day and My Name is Ramadan. Do you see yourself in movies again?
I don't mind. I want to do more.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's one of the ways I love to express myself anyway. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time, brother STONEBWOY, all the way from Ghana. It was a pleasure to talk to you. We respect you here. Tanzania loves you so much. You are a living legend, brother.
I cannot wait to be in Tanzania, bro. I'm happy already. I hope next year has a lot of good things in store for us.
Of course.
You know, and I'll be there. Let's pray for more life, you know. Yeah.
Peace. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thank you, brother. One love.
One love. Have a good one over there. All right. Niko napiga story na STONEBWOY all the way kutoka Ghana. Mimi naitwa Chris Favors. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.